Hi, Samuel Leeds here. Do you have a spouse, a partner, or a family member who is not backing you and supporting you in your property investment journey? Do you have people that are holding you back and not believing in you? If you do, this video is for you, so stay tuned. When I started out in my property investment journey, I was just a teenager, and I had a lot of people supporting me, I had a lot of people backing me, and of course I also had people who were saying, that's a silly decision, when are you going to get a proper job, both friends and in my family. And I think the same is going to be the case for you. You're going to have a real mixture of people, and it's really important to focus on the good in your life, because what you focus on expands. So I'm going to address two things right here, two potential problems. One is just that the world seems to be against you. Your friends, your family members, and everyone's telling you this is not possible, property investing is risky. That's one problem. The other problem is that you are married to somebody. You have a husband or a wife or a spouse who's being very cynical and holding you back. That's a whole different story, because you guys share money and they're telling you that you cannot or should not get into property. And they're two totally different things. Now, my advice to you would be, if you're dealing with the first problem of everyone saying that it's hard, everyone's telling me not to, everybody? Really? Or are you just focusing on those people and justifying your own lack of activity because of other people? Now, if you focus on the 3 or 4 people that are saying, oh, I think that's risky, instead of the 2 or 3, 4, 5, 10 people that are saying go for it, then that's going to expand in your brain and hold you back. So focus on the good, and that will expand. Also, surround yourself with different friends. Surround yourself with positive people. Surround yourself with success buddies. So that would be my advice if you've just got generally people in your family or your friends holding you back. However, if you've got your husband or wife, your spouse, your life partner holding you back, that is different, because you share money. And if you've got, say, £100,000 equity in your house, and you're saying, I'd love to refinance and buy a few houses, a few HMOs to invest in, and your spouse says no, then what do? Now, in your mind, you might be thinking you've got 2 options. Option 1 is to tell your spouse, I'm doing it anyway, screw you, and if you don't like it, we can split up. Or option number 2 is you can just not invest, buckle under, and live an average life and resent your partner forever. What I would like to tell you is that I don't think they are your only 2 options. I think there's an option number 3, which we call winning them over. Winning them over. Winning them over is so easy to do, and there's so many different ways you can win them over. Number 1 would be to send them along to one of my property investors crash courses, and then see how unmotivated they are in property investing. Let me do the work for you, or let them read my book, you know, or other sources. So that's option 1 of winning them over. Another way you could win them over is you could just say to them, look, this is really important to me, and I know I can make this work. If it goes wrong, I'll take responsibility, but will you just trust me and let me do this? If you say that, there's a fair chance they'll say, go on then, but on your head. Option number 3, and this is probably one of my favorites, but you can do a combination, is to, rather than thinking you've got a choice, you can either be a complete property investor and put all your money and all your time and quit your job and become a property investor, or do nothing. Do a little bit. Dip your toe in the water and show them how it goes. Just say to them, so hey, if I can just invest in some education and I can buy one house, and by doing that, we can just put a proportion of our savings, just a small proportion, or none at all. Let me just try and do a no money down deal. Just find a compromise where you can just, you know, you can spend a certain amount of money or just a certain amount of time, and then show them the results. And I promise you, when you spend just a little bit of money and you show them the return you're getting, or you put a little bit of money into your education, or you put some time out to try and find some deals, and then you can show them, look, I only spent 2 days and spent a little bit of time on some training, and look what we've got. We've just got 2 no money down deals, 2 free houses, and we're making £1,000 a month. Then you'll win them over. You'll win them over, because if they knew 100% that you were not going to fail and that property investing was actually fantastic, they want you to do it. The problem is that they don't believe it works. So just with a little bit of money, a little bit of time, Prove them that it works. Do not say, I told you so, and make it about you. Make it about them and say, look what we've managed to do here. You know, we've put this much money, we've done this. Wow. And let them think of the idea. And it won't be long before they say, if you could do that with just that much money and just that much time, imagine what would happen if we put this much in. If you still can't win them over, even after you've done that, if you've told them, look, this is important to me, trust me, and they're not having it, and then you've just invested a little bit of your time or a little bit of money, which is agreed, and it's working really well and the returns are great, and they're still not happy, then you've proved them that it works, you've told them to trust you, and they still aren't feeling it and they're just holding you back, then you've just got to make a decision. I mean, personally, I don't think I would be able to be successful and be doing half as what I'm doing in the business if I didn't have a really, really supportive wife. And it's great, but as soon as they start experiencing a bit of financial freedom, I mean, right here, right now, we are just out. This is the sea right here, this is the ocean, and we're staying in an absolutely beautiful hotel. My wife is having a massage and being pampered. Do you really think if your spouse was here all the while being massaged and everything as a result of your decisions in property, they would be still saying, no, it's too risky? I really don't think so.
Thank you so much for watching. If you benefited from that video, please do share it with your family and friends. For more videos like it, you can watch right here. And if you'd like to spend 2 days with me at the Property Investors Crash Course, watch this video, see what happens. But whatever you do, don't forget to subscribe right here, and I'll see you next time.